Hello friends, I am T.R. Patil. In previous class we have discussed the properties of electric field lines. Electric field line, it is an imaginary line along which a test charge can move in an electric field. And electric field lines are straight lines for an isolated charge and they are curved for system of charges. Electric field lines are crowded near the charges and they are well spaced away from the charges. The tangent drawn at any point on an electric field line gives the direction of electric field. And two electric field lines never intersect because if a test charge is placed at the point of intersection, it has to move in two directions simultaneously and it is impossible. Therefore, two field lines never intersect. They do not form closed loop. Up to here you have studied. Now, what is electric field? The space surrounding a charge, consider a source charge, it produces a sphere of influence around it, in which another charge experiences force, and the amount of force experienced by a test charge in an electric field is called strength of electric field or electric intensity of electric field or simply electric field. And electric field is denoted by, intensity of electric field is denoted by E. It is a vector quantity since force is a vector quantity. Electric intensity, it is defined as, it is the force experienced by unit positive test charge at that point. This unit positive test charge is nothing but it is very small charge. It do not affect the field in which it is placed, and F is also in vector quantity. Therefore, the SI unit of electric intensity is Newton per Coulomb. The SI unit of force is Newton, SI unit of charge is Coulomb. Therefore, SI unit of electric intensity is Newton per Coulomb. And if a source charge Q is placed at O, it produces electric field all around it. Let P be a point at a distance R from Q. Then, according to Coulomb's law, the force experienced by unit test charge placed at P gives the electric intensity. To calculate the electric intensity at a point in an electric field, a test charge is placed at that point. Now, according to Coulomb's law, the force between source charge and test charge is given by F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q into plus Q naught. Here plus Q naught is the unit test charge divided by R square. It is according to Coulomb's law. Then, according to intensity of electric field is defined as force per unit charge. Force per unit charge at that point in an electric field. And according to Coulomb's law, F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q plus q naught upon r square divided by plus q naught. Here plus q naught get cancelled. Therefore, electric intensity at a point in an electric field due to a point charge is E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q upon r square, and r square into r cap, where r cap gives the direction of electric field. Direction of electric field. Now, today we shall obtain an expression for electric field at any point on axial line of a dipole. Then, what is dipole? You know the magnetic dipole. The magnet has two poles, that is, one is south pole, other is north pole. That is magnetic dipole. Here, electric dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges separated by a certain distance 2a, and it has a dipole moment from minus q to plus q. Therefore, dipole is a system of two equal and opposite charges, plus q and minus q, and they are separated by distance 2a. This is called electric dipole. It is a system of two equal and opposite charges separated by a certain distance 2a. And the midpoint, let O be the midpoint of the dipole, then the distance between the midpoint and plus q is a, and the distance between O and minus q is also a, and is called semi-dipole length. A is called semi-dipole length and 2a is dipole length. Any axis passes through the two charges of a dipole is called dipole axis or axial line of a dipole, and a perpendicular to the dipole axis passing through the midpoint is called bisector or equatorial line. And electric field due to a dipole on axial line, let P be a point at distant r from the midpoint of the dipole. Then field due to plus q and field due to minus q at P are calculated separately, and they are added to obtain electric field due to a dipole for a point on axial line. And here another one quantity, that is dipole moment. Dipole moment is denoted by P, and dipole moment is defined as it is the product of the magnitude of either of the charge and dipole length. Here 2a is called dipole length, and the SI unit of dipole moment is coulomb charge, it is in coulomb, and 2a, it is the distance between two charges, it is in meter. Therefore, dipole moment is the product of either of the charge and dipole length. Its SI unit is Coulomb meter, not centimeter. And the direction of dipole moment is from minus q to plus q. Minus q to plus q. Factorially, the dipole moment is written as P factor equal to q into 2a into p cap. Here p cap represents direction of dipole moment. It is the unit vector in the direction of dipole moment. Clear? Now, electric field due to a dipole. First, for a point on the axial line. A straight line passing through poles of a dipole is called axial line, and at any point on this axis is called end side on position. And to find electric field on end side on position of a dipole is equal to the sum of electric field due to positive charge plus electric field due to negative charge. Therefore, field at P due to plus Q charge. Here 2A is the dipole length and O is the midpoint of dipole. The distance of the point P from the midpoint of dipole is R. Then field electric intensity due to plus charge is E plus Q equal to, according to the definition of electric intensity E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q divided by R square. Here R is the distance of the point from a charge. Therefore, E plus Q equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into plus Q upon distance between charge and point P. It is equal to R minus A, that is R minus A whole square into P cap. Here P cap represents unit vector in the direction of dipole moment. It is from minus Q to plus Q. Then field at P due to minus Q charge is E minus Q intensity. E minus Q equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into charge is minus Q upon the distance is R plus A whole square. Now the total or net electric field at P due to plus Q and minus Q charge is E axial equal to E plus Q plus E minus Q. And here EQ equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q upon R minus A whole square plus E minus Q, that is here minus Q, therefore minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q upon R plus A whole square. Here Q and 4 pi epsilon naught are common, therefore E axial equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught in the bracket 1 upon R minus A whole square minus 1 upon R plus A whole square. Now cross multiplying, that is 4R plus A whole square minus R minus A whole square, solving we get 4AR divided by r minus a whole square into r plus a whole square. This is the form of a minus b into a plus b. And we know that a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Therefore, r minus a whole square into r plus a whole square equal to r square minus a square whole square. And for r, the distance of the point from the midpoint r, if it is very large compared to the semi-dipole length a, then a square is again small. Hence, for a is very greater than a square in the denominator is neglected. And also we know that dipole moment P equal to 2aq. Hence, it can be written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 4aq into r. If a is neglected, then r square raised to square, that is r raised to 4. Then one r get cancelled. In the denominator we get r cube. And in the numerator remaining 4aqr, and 4aqr is get cancelled, and 4aq can be written as 2 into 2aq. But according to definition, 2aq equal to p is called dipole moment. Hence, 4aq can be written as 2p divided by r cube into p cap. This is the expression for electric field at any point on axial line of a dipole. And electric field due to a dipole goes on decreases as we move towards the bisector. And the bisector electric field is half the electric field on the axial line. Again, it is clear. So in next class we shall discuss electric field on bisector of dipole. This is a dipole, plus q minus q. Let O be the midpoint, and a perpendicular from the midpoint to the dipole length is called bisector. The electric field at any point on the bisector or equatorial line is half of the electric field on the axial line at the same distance.